What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another toy room review, and today we're going to be taking a look at Pac-Man the board game. That's right, they made a board game out of Pac-Man, and right off the bat I will say this packaging is absolutely amazing. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the front of it right here. You can see that the front of it is just like the Pac-Man screen. You're going through the levels, so you have Pac-Man and some of the other ghosts right there, and then I love how the logo is like the marquee of the original arcade, so that is really cool. You can see Pac-Man with that original artwork, and it says the board game right there, Waka Waka Waka, with authentic arcade sounds, and you can see some of the pieces there, which we'll take a look at later. And then you can see the age range is 10 and up, and it is 2 to 5 players. So that is the front. Then looking right here on the bottom of it, you have that original marquee artwork again, and I really like this touch. You got the coin slot right there. You can see it says insert coin with the actual slot right there. This is made by Buffalo Games and Puzzles, so that's pretty cool. And then on the side here you get that same image, and then that image goes throughout the rest of the box. And then coming to the back right here, you can see that right there. So it says rediscover the arcade classics, ready, master the maze, beat the ghost, and get your initials by the high score. You can see the rest of that right there. And coming here, you can see that. That's what the game board looks like, and this is everything that comes in the box. You guys can see that. And that is pretty much it for the box. So let me go ahead and get all these pieces out. We'll take a closer detail look at it, and I'll show you guys just a brief overview of how you actually play the game. Alright, you guys, and here are all the contents that do come inside of the packaging. So we'll start with the board right here. So this is the centerpiece of the board. This is the ready part, and the board is basically like a hard plastic. It's not your traditional like soft style of like cardboard game board. It is a hard plastic, and you can see the board comes in 4 pieces, and all you have to do just is kind of port them together as they fit together, and that creates the board. So we'll get to that a little bit later. That is the board right here. And then you have the dice, and the dice are done in yellow. They're just your standard dice, but they are yellow with black on there. Would have been actually nice to see blue dots on there. However, they are yellow and black, so that is fitting, and you do get 3 of the dice right there. And then you have these yellow pegs that I don't want to take out right now, but those actually go inserted to the holes in the game board right there. So those are equivalent to the dots that you would eat up in the game. So that is that right there. And then over here you have this deck of cards, and it's the same cards. On the back they got this nice artwork right there. And then on the front it's just got different numbers, so this affects, I guess, how many spaces you move or whatever. We'll take a look at the actual instructions a little later, but all these cards are the exact same, and then these have a different color around them. So these are yellow, these are blue. Other than that, they're the same exact cards, same designs. I did want to note that I missed earlier, there is these fruit cards that are available. There's only a handful of them throughout the deck, but you can see they are right there. So, and then you do have an actual high score scoreboard right here, so you can keep track just like you would in the arcade. You would put your initials at the end, so that is pretty cool. It's just a little notepad right there. You get quite a bit of papers right there, so you can keep track of high scores and whatnot, and the points. So put that to the side. And then you get these stickers, these decals right here. You can see that. You got the start sticker, and then these empty circles right here. I guess you would place these down once you eat the yellow pegs, but we'll see exactly later on. So we got that right there. The instructions I will show you guys last. And then you have these cardboard cutout pieces right here. You can see the actual board, the eyes for when you eat the ghosts, the blue ghost right here, Pac-Man, and the fruits right there. And this is actual cardboard piece, and you can see it is punctuated, so you would just punch that out. And then we have the actual figures right here. They're stuck together. There's quite a amount of detail on these figures. It's just red plastic on these, but they feel really nice. You can see that right there, looking really good. And then of course these are all going to be the exact same, just with the exception of the different colors. But I'll show you guys those right there, so you can see that. Looking really nice. They feel pretty solid. The ghosts feel a little bit lightweight, especially compared to Pac-Man. They do feel a bit cheaper. You can see that right there. But Pac-Man definitely, we'll go ahead and get him. He does feel nice and hefty. He's got some nice weight to him, so he feels like some high quality if the camera would focus. There we go. So you can see the detail on Pac-Man. Looking pretty nice, and of course he has this little base because he is round, so he's not going to be able to stand up. And you can see these speaker holes right there, because again, this does make noise, which we'll display later, but you can see these speaker holes coming out of the mouth right there. Looking very nice. So now, with all the pieces out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the instruction booklet. So I'm not going to go over this in too much detail, but I am going to show you guys everything. So if you do want to pause it to get a better look at it, you guys can definitely do that. You can see that right there, and then we'll go ahead and open it up. And again, pause at your will, so you can read this if you would like. And then over here. There you go. So then we will open it on this side. Alright. Pause it. Over here. And then over here. And then on the back. There you go. So you guys should be able to read all of that. And there is a reverse side to everything. So you can see this side right here. Shows you how to install the battery. And then you got that awesome artwork right there. And then that is it for the reverse side. Yeah, that's it for the reverse side. So let me go ahead and assemble everything, get everything all displayed, and I'll show you guys how that works. Alright you guys, and here is the Pac-Man board game all set up. Now this is basically just like the basic version, so it's pretty straightforward once you read the rule books. So one player plays as Pac-Man, the other three play as the ghost. Pac-Man rolls the dice, and depending how what number he gets with all three dice is how many spaces he goes. He can go in any direction that is available, up, back, forward, whatever. It's just like the game, so you can go in any direction. The ghosts, on the other hand, the ghosts have to draw a card, and as you can see, all the cards have different numbers, and that determines how many spaces each ghost can move, and then they can move also in any direction that they would like to. One thing I did want to note that I missed earlier, there is these fruit cards that are available. There's only a handful of them throughout the deck, but you can see they are right there. So I did a bad job of shuffling this, but yeah, there are like about 5 of these fruit cards, and then the rest are these number cards. So the fruit cards work in Pac-Man's favor, whereas the movement cards work in the ghost favor. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's basically like playing Pac-Man. So you got to move the amount of spaces to try and avoid the ghosts, and then the ghosts have to try and get you. There are other variables and stuff that play into it, you know, with the inclusion of some of these other pieces here, but that's just a little more complicated for this video. This was really just an unboxing slash semi-review video, just to kind of show it off. If you guys want a more in-depth tutorial on how to play and like a step-by-step type of thing, or even just a full-on playthrough, let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, I just wanted to show this off. So coming over to Pac-Man right here so we can get that noise going. It's basically just touch sensitive. You can see this little sensor right here, so every time you press it, you can see. So it's meant for every time you move a space. So that's pretty cool. You do have to kind of like get it in that right spot to make it activate right here, but yeah, sounds just like the game. So I just wish it was a little bit more fluid so you can consistently get that sound going like you would in the game. However, that is pretty much the gist of it. So that is the board all set up. You do have to individually put all these little pegs in there, and then you do have to, they have different positions. So basically once you're moving and you move onto the peg, you push that peg down, and then that's how you know that you already went over that peg. So and then you can just, once you push them down, you can reach under and push them back up. So that is pretty cool. And this is about $20. You can pick this up at like Target, Walmart, anywhere that sells games. And even if you don't play the game, this would make a really awesome display piece to hang on your wall. This thing is actually pretty big. You can see the size of my hand and just how big the game board is. And then if I bring in the actual cover for this, you guys can see the size difference here with the actual cover from the box right here. You can see just the massive difference. So I don't know the exact measurements of this, but it is pretty big and would make a really great display piece to hang up on your wall if you don't use it for anything else. So that is pretty much it. Like I said, this was really just a quick unboxing slash showing off the product video. If you guys want a full review, playthrough, whatever, just let me know down in the comments below, and I'll definitely do that for you guys. But if you guys don't want it, then I'm not gonna do it. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link's in the description down below. And I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. So as always, guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.